We're back, yes we are. Season 4, mate. We've made it. We are now in the Europa League, and I very much expect to win the whole competition. The club, they want us to get semis. Me, Stanley, we say we're winning the whole thing. League, we're aiming for Champions League, but we're going to win Europa League anyway, so it doesn't matter. We are getting Champions League football next season. This season, we'll be getting our first bit of silverware. Well, we'll be trying anyway. We are having a bit of a clear out, bringing a lot of new players in. Lincoln will be going, Venegas will be going, Sensei will be going, and Munoz will also be going. We got a lot of players on loan, but a lot of them are just from the youth academy. Board gave us about 50 mil to spend, not too bad. Plus, we'll be making a lot of money from the sales. You know what Stanley's like, mate. He's an absolute wheeler and dealer. Knows a bargain when he sees one. Unai Nunez was the first man we brought in, 25. He's 81 rated. Cost us 22 mil. He's Spanish. You can't go wrong. Dodi Luke Bacchio. No idea if that's how you say his name. Luke's what we call him round here. Cost us 28.2 mil. He will be Diamata's new strike partner up front, and I tell you what, he is an absolute beast. After that, Leicester came knocking for Sensei. 42.5 million we got for the lad. That is not a bad bit of business at all, if you ask me. After that, we brought another centre back in, Perez, 78 rated, 22. He will be here for the second team, mate. I want to make sure this team, we can handle being in 2 competitions this year. Another lad who is for rotation, Maxwell Cornet, will be playing out on the right side. He can play on the left, but I brought a player in on a pre-season contract last season for the left side. You won't be seeing much of him. He's not very good, but thought I'd let you know anyway. Now, Frank Lampard came knocking for Venegas. Now, I pushed my luck. I asked for 65 million. I thought he'd go a bit lower. That was the first one we went in with. He said yeah, and now I'm regretting that we didn't go higher. You never want them to accept your first bid. You always want a bit of room to work with, but never mind. 65 mil for Venegas. I can't really complain with that, can I? With that money, I brought in Ferro for 30 million. That defence is looking tight, mate. Nobody is getting through it this season. And Lincoln, I wish him all the best. He has dipped off to Leverkusen for 19.2 mil. So this season, how we'll be lining up. The first team, Aaron Agoa in net, our lad from the youth academy. Garcia, Ferro, Nunez, our centre-backs. Costa and Mavinga will be our midfielders. That's 2 of our lowest rated players, but do not let that deceive you. They're absolute quality. Dooku out on the right, he is now up to 84 rated. Absolute beast. Kamada in centre attacking mid. Honestly, last season blew me away. And Ansu Fati out on that left. Our new man up front, Luke, along with Diamata. Then the second team, Anzaldi and net. He's 67 rated, another lad from the youth academy. Mazzana at centre back, he is also from our youth academy, 71 rated. He's looking like a good player. Then Perez, one of our new men, is in defence alongside Fosu Mensah, with Sanket and Vesega in the middle. On left mid, Lobjan and Desi. Fuck knows, mate. He's not very good anyway. Just forget about him. He's on the left, one of our spare players. Cornet out on the right. Now, Cornet, I'm going to tell you now, waste of money. 0 goals, 0 assists this whole season. Absolute shafted there. Lacero in centre attacking mid. Then Ruiz and Ganego up front. That is both first team and second team. And now it is time to get this season underway. First game is against Real Betis. Very early on, they've got the ball out wide. Dooku with Camavinga, even with the tackle, he does great. And then he's about to send a beautiful ball over the top. Luke runs onto it. It's a great volley by him. Defenders nowhere to be seen. And that is back of the net. 3 minutes into the new season, and we're already in front. And our lad getting a goal on his debut. You'll love to see it. And Ansu Fati whips it in. Diamata. Got to be back of the net, that. It's got to be back of the net. And Ansu Fati, he absolutely rinses his man. That time it is back of the net. First half, we're already 2-0 up. Did I say 2-0 up? 3-0 up, mate. Luke, on his debut, he is looking phenomenal. Holds his man off there. Beautiful chest. Back of the net. It is sensational from the lad. But second half, they weren't quite ready to give up yet. Fekir, that's actually a quality goal. I can't even be mad at it. But Costa, he wanted that 3-0 lead. Terrible goalkeeping. Ends up back of the net. We're back ahead. Unfortunately, they would get another one. And they nearly had us worrying. They hit it in here. Goes for it again. They get another one. 4-3. Luckily, we do come away with the win. A late scare there from being so far ahead. What, 3-0 ahead? After the game, Fosu Mensah, he's off to PSG, 40 mil, and I've replaced him with Garcia. Phenomenal, mate. 6.2 mil he cost us. You can't argue with that. It's a good bit of business. Beautiful. Nah, I'm just messing with you. Spent the money on a new keeper. Paul Lopez cost us 41.7 million. He's 86 rated, and I can guarantee you he's going to be taking us to that next level. Now this next game, let's get it underway. Diamata early on. This one, it's a nice easy win. Nice 2-0 easy win. And it is time for the team to make their Europa League debut. We're away from home. It is an easy game. Second team is out because the first team was tired. And 6 minutes in, we're already behind. It's not going to plan. From a corner, I've been going short from a lot of corners. This time it works out. Send it into Ganego, into the box here. Drags it back, gets a bit of space, gets his shot off. Quality finish from him, and we're back in this one. It was an early scare. Nothing to worry about though. And oh my. 2-1 behind. I don't know if it's nerves, lads. They've not been in the Europa League for a while. Ruiz though, into the box. Beautiful from him. And just before, well, I say just before, there's still 5 minutes or so to go of this second half. He sends us level. Then Ganego in the box, across the box. Ruiz gets us all 3 points. It was an early scare in this one, but we end up winning 3-2. Stanley, his Europa League debut with Malaga, ends up with a win. Up next, Valencia, St. Maximin, mate, very early on, and they have built an absolute phenomenal team, but Diamata doesn't care about that. 15 minutes in, he sends us 1-0 up, and then they get a red card, and it is time for us to take control of this game, because before that they were playing absolutely quality, but things did not quite go to plan. They get one back just before half time in the second half. Why am I going for the chip there? And suddenly we're losing this game 2-1. We've got the man advantage. Didn't work out in this game. Atletico Madrid next. We had quite a difficult month. We had a lot of, well, we pretty much had the top 4 teams all in a row. Very early on though, we've got a chance here. Oh, off the line, mate. Great defending by them. We're coming again. Ansu Fati across the box. How has Dooku missed that? And then just before half time, João Felix with the corner. And after that, it was all them, mate. They absolutely tore us apart. And it is clear to see we're definitely not in the title picture. And it's questionable whether we're even in the top 4 picture. Real Madrid next. And I was expecting another embarrassing game. But Luke, early on with the goal. And I don't know what it is. Every time we played Real Madrid after they beat us 5-0, it has been an easy game. Look at that. Zidane is fuming. We're coming again here. They give a penalty away. Diamata steps up, top right, 2-0 ahead. Beautiful performance by the lads. Madrid, they try to get back into it. Just doesn't happen. Honestly, one of our better performances in the first half of the season, this one. Luke into the box here. Half an hour to go. Hits the woodwork. Come on, lads. Let's get that third. Diamata sends it wide, but it doesn't matter. We come away with all 3 points. On to the next one. We've got Athens in the Europa League. It's time for us to step up and start running away in this group. We should be beating these easy. Costa early on. Phenomenal strike, mate. Costa is absolute quality. This team we built is just beast, mate. Look at that. We're not even 15 minutes in and we're 2-0 up. Well, 2-1 up, whatever. They've got one back. Not to worry about it. Keeps. What are you doing, mate? And suddenly it's 2-2. Next thing you know, it's 3-2, and we've somehow lost the game. What is going on, lads? Right, on to our final game in the Europa League. Group stages, this game actually settles who finishes top, and very early on we give a penalty away. Dolberg steps up, great penalty by him. And honestly, we were all over him after that. So many chances. Dooku goes for the double A. Keeper saves, and he's coming again in the box. Gets past his man. Gets his shot off. Keeper saves. Defender goes to clear. No idea what's going on there. Dooku, back of the net. We've levelled it up at 1-1. And with 10 minutes to go, a simple 1-2. They're in the box. They've took all 3 points. We finished second in the group. We still qualified, though. In the league, we're sat in 6th. Yeah, maybe it's time to just concentrate on Europa League and get Champions League that way. Up next, round of 16. We got through the round of 32 quite easy. This game, first game finished 0-0, Mönchengladbach. We are away. Does mean we have the advantage of away goals. Ruiz, beautiful back heel to Diamata. 6 minutes in, he sends us one ahead. Another one to Kamada. We're 2-0 ahead and we're cruising in this one. They nearly get the goal from the free kick here. No idea what's going on with the lads. Luckily for us, it's a great save from the keeper. But second half here, Ruiz, he's in the box, chips it in, beautiful. 3-0 ahead. They've got to score 4. On to the next game. And Pogba, what are you doing? We're up against Napoli. Early on here, Luke in the box. Great bit of footwork by him. Gets past his man. Bit of space for the shot. Quality finish. We're 1-0 ahead. They won the first leg 1-0. So they do have the away goal. We've just cancelled that one out though. Then Dembele, we wipe him out. We give a penalty away. Pogba, mate, what are you doing? Honestly, you're pissing me off, Pogba. Good penalty, mate. But his step-ups there, that has proper pissed me off. That is right. Pogba, mate. Gonna have to just give it to you now, Luke. There you go, we're back in this game. Into the box here, Dooku tearing your defence apart. There you go, we're 3-1 ahead. Luke again into the box, gets past your keeper. 4-1 ahead. But we're not finished there. Into the box, Diamata. 5-1 against Napoli. Diamata, beautiful. Pogba. That's your fault, that. Semi-finals, though, we've got Fiorentina. Time to calm back down. We'll be up against either United or PSG if we can get past Fiorentina. And early on, Ansu Fati into the box, chips it across goal. Great defending by them there. Then Luke into the box here. Gets his shot off, keeper saves. We're all over them, though, these first 20 minutes. Ansu Fati across the box. Dooku somehow doesn't end up in the back of the net. Then we're still in the first half. It's a beautiful ball. Luke, mate, he's got the strength. Gets round his man. It's a cheeky little chip. And we take a 1-0 advantage into the second leg. But second leg didn't quite go to plan. We're not even 5 minutes in. Into the box. It's a simple bit of passing into their man. And it's tied at 1-1. They've cancelled our away goal out. And at this point, the advantage is with them. They get another. Luckily, it is offside, though. Had me panicking, mate. Then Costa here, half an hour in, across the box. Luke goes for the shot. It's lucky, it's jammy. It's 1-1 on the night, 2-1 on aggregate. Let's have it, lads. Luke here, beautiful flick into Costa, goes for the shot. Just goes over the bar. Second half here, they're going for it. Great save by the keeper. Honestly, he's been a quality signing. Luke here, beautiful shot, hits the woodwork, just doesn't quite find the back of the net. They're going for it again here. Great save by the keeper. Then 10 minutes remaining, Luke gets round his man. It's a beautiful turn, gets his shot off. Keeper saves, though. Then very late on here, they nearly pinch it. Shot goes wide. They're coming again. We get the ball. Luckily for us, this game ends 1-1 on the night, 2-1 on aggregate. And we find ourselves in the final. And that is right. PSG is not who we've got. We're playing at their ground, but we're up against Manchester United. They beat PSG 5-3 on aggregate. But what I want to talk about is United's team lineup. Look at the disrespect, McTominay and Fred in midfield. Europa League final, that is not who you are putting out. Dooku early on, punishing them with the pace, whips it into the box. We get the shot off, it is a good block. And that's United's probably best chance of the game there. They were dreadful. Luke here sends it out wide. Dooku, he's in the box, across goal. Diamata, 1-0 ahead, 25 minutes in. Absolute quality by him. Look at this, it's dreadful passing by the Ansu Fati. He picks it up, dreadful passing, wins the ball back, loses it immediately. Dooku with the ball here, into Diamata, goes for the shot. Not the best shot if we're being honest. Then Martial in the box here, we're not giving him an inch. Pharaoh, beautiful tackle by him. Then Kamada sends Luke through here, he's into the box. Can he get his goal? Go on, that's it with the fake shot, gets his shot off. Defenders there, not quite. Then they whip one in here. It's a dreadful delivery in, mate, honestly. We go in half-time, we're 1-0 up. United, that first half, they've been dreadful. They've had 60% of the ball, not a single shot. Dreadful by him, honestly. Don't know what's going on with him. Second half here, Diamata in the box, lays it off to Costa. Skriniar is in the way, they clear the ball. We're coming again, literally minutes later. Diamata in the box, De Gea saves. Then Kamada here, into Dooku, across the net. It's very similar to the first goal. Ansu Fati 2-0 ahead, and honestly at this point I was very confident we were coming away with the win. Costa here into Diamata, across the box. All 3 goals are more or less identical to each other. Into the box, across box, back of the net, mate. United could not handle the pace of this team. They couldn't handle it. And honestly, I do think having Thread and McTominay in the midfield is what lost him this game. And stuff like this, Rashford, you're 3-0 down 90th minute. You're going the wrong way, mate. You're 3-0 down. Sends it back to the keeper, and you wonder why United lost this game. Honestly, worst final, not that I've ever played, but the worst performance I've ever seen from a team in a final. Dreadful. We win 3-0. It's our first bit of silverware. We've won Europa League. We're playing Champions League football next season. It is a phenomenal performance by the team. Let's see us lift that trophy before we end it. There it is. Kamada, he's wearing captain's armband. And it is our first major bit of silverware. I might have pied off the league on the way, but who cares? We've won Europa League. I hope you've enjoyed, and I'll see you next season for some Champions League action, lads. Let's get it.